They fled, yeah. Well, there were only 2 of them left when we got in here.
And we embraced the whole tree.
And they vacated, so I don't know what they did with the body.
Well, let's listen to that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you were
I didn't
just.
see anything else in the.
Alright. Kim that took all our notes.
Forever took all our notes, but I have to make some content up. Holy cow! Yeah.
What do you do? That's.
This here, I'm gonna, what do you want? I'll put on this just so I can.
I don't know about you, but we got God safely in his box where he won't hurt anybody. So,
He turned up missing in our room. Okay, oh, wait for,
here we go.
Yeah, great mystery.
what was the
The
same
Native
answer?
American idea.
That's what the whole church says whenever they don't know the answer.
Exactly.
Mystery.
Yeah, but I really like, on some level or another though, I do appreciate, there, believe it or not, a few things in Paul that I appreciate, which is, and one of them is the whole, this is foolishness to anybody else, right?
Right.
Like, if you think that we're gonna make sense to the intellectuals, or if you think that I forget how we characterized the other group we was talking about, but I like foolishness and a stumbling block to the Jews and foolishness to the Greeks. Basically what I'm saying is absolutely batshit crazy,
Right,
and I know that.
right. Stumbling block to somebody. All of those metaphors don't make sense in the 21st.
But
Right,
if you pretty much show that God is a mystery, have you performed a hysterectomy? Oh, wow. If you want to hurt me, you
I'm
can.
scrambling to come up with.
Okay, extra for that.
Yeah, although I would kind of roll.
Yeah, really.
I would think a hysterectomy is removing all the mystery out of it.
The brain in my head hurts. All right, so how do we, no pun intended, how do we want to do this? Who do we want to do this? What do we want to do this? So why don't, since your notes are copious, why don't you copiously just,
Give an overview of everything, or just,
you want to share,
should we just shoot at one and start with one?
what's your first, what, there you go, what?
Well, the first one that we wanted to work on is, was it, what is God?
Yeah, what?
Yeah,
What is the first question we have?
Okay, so we'll call this cleverly enough, what? What?
And we just decided all our answers are ineffable. No, I'm just kidding.
Ineffable was one of our answers, though.
Yeah.
Before you write, let's hear, because we may hear it down, so we know.
That's true.
We won't hold it.
God is affable, but not very
Go ahead.
Yeah. We have total love and compassion, power, a presence, a guide, transformer, this is our longest one,
Is
comforter,
that like one of those?
yeah, comforter, refuge, a listener, source, divine within, and then we got to be frustrating, vague, silent, in witness, but we've also, what is God is, this is hard to describe, but in the witness of genuine devotion of others. The God
Can you-
exists there, but it's hard to describe that.
Let me rephrase that. Actually, just use the same words but change the order.
Okay.
Are you saying that God is found in the witness of genuine devotion of others? Or are you saying something else? Because I'm confused.
In witnessing the genuine devotion of others. In other words, when you see other people's genuine devotion, it's absolutely,
That's where.
Yeah.
This is
that's where, I think that is where
Let's
that's.
use that arrow on the other way.
This is the
Yeah.
experience question that we're things that we said, this is.
Right, but that belongs to her, not
Yeah.
to.
But let me, because that's the most cogent one. Which isn't, that's not a criticism.
No.
Well, no, it is.
When you just flatten
We're
the
just
hell out of it.
brainstorming, man, just.
Yeah, but that's a sentence as opposed to like a word or a phrase. So, that's what I mean.
Were you looking for sentences?
No, no, no.
Okay.
But this, I know how to say this.
Okay.
Just use your word. Where in, this won't be visible on the thing, so. Witnessing the, oh, this may not be legible. Genuine devotion of others. Okay. Okay, now, what was the TLC thing? There was the first T related. One started with a T, one started with an L, one started with a C.
Total love and compassion.
Yeah. What?
TLC, tender love care. Total
Yeah,
love and
Total love
compassion.
and compassion. That I don't even need to change those words. See, I like them. Okay. Now what you're saying, went right. Total love and compassion. Okay, good. And what else did you have on that one?
I don't know if that would be, listener. Well, let's do it this way. A presence, that would be the precursor to his presence,
Presence.
that is a listener.
ENCE or TS? ENCE.
Presence.
Not presence,
No,
yes,
TS.
okay.
Yes, that's Santa God.
Listener.
That offers comfort.
Comforter.
Yeah.
Comforter.
Comforter, comforter on your bed.
Yeah.
Guidance.
Okay. Is that it?
No.
Okay.
Comforter, refuge. Do they have that there? That's kind of a comforter.
Well,
Not really.
don't string, you don't have to string it together for him, let him do that. You
No,
just
no,
say
no.
what it said.
I'm not sure, no. The source, the divine within.
Did we forget masculine?
What?
Yes, you did not say that. By transformer, we meant that which transforms, but rather than
Yeah, not the
the
car,
robot.
but the robot.
that calls to a car. Right.
That. Which.
You know, there was okay, that's right, this is the positive side, so skip that
Okay.
last part, that's for tomorrow. The
Right.
negative side is the frustration today.
Okay, now. Is that it?
Yes,
Okay. The group
Well,
is.
actually, let me just clarify that, because we were kind of, as we were saying all this, Jerry reminded us, these are all positive words, positive qualities or whatever, there are negative qualities too, but not necessarily, but I think what you're looking for next time is where you don't find God, rather than negative things and where you do find God.
okay.
Correct.
So I would say
this
go ahead and
would be
use the
right.
negative words that we came up with, which are,
Frustrating.
experiences of God.
Yeah.
Okay. And then there's still what's frustrating?
Frustrating, vague, silent.
What was the last one?
Silent.
What?
Josh.
John, translate.
Hello. Joe's Pizza.
Wants me to take a pill probably. Yeah. Okay. I know these are too small for people when we put them on the wall, then we'll be able to see. I'm sure that's much better.
Oh, yeah. It's bold. Oh, okay.
So, is that?
Pardon?
That's Jonathan.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Don't
Howard.
do that again.
Howard.
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 Oh.
Howard, not Howard. Howard.
That, when we were talking about presents, it's just a,
This is why.
no tripping on the codes.
No one sticks,
So,
so I'm with that, it's okay.
Do we want to do each, question for us, or one question for each, and you go with each group?
You should do the what's for you,
Yeah,
and then we'll do the what's for the other group.
okay. So that's all our ones?
That's all it was.
That's all our ones.
So now we'll just do, you know, people can't see what you're writing, you can write anything.
To be on that group.
The group that remains, the faithful remnant, the Seventh-day Adventists.
We kind of thought God as what wasn't really, we think God more as relational
Okay.
and experiential. So we didn't have an adequate word in our language to express that as a what.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's absolutely fine.
And on the flip side of that, while we can agree that God is isness without limitation, someone said isness becomes who caresness. So we want that relationship.
Is this becomes who
Who
cares?
caresness. If you think of God as just isness without the relationship,
Oh.
without that
It becomes like,
experiential.
whatever.
Got it.
Yeah.
That's G-O-T, yeah, not G-O-D.
Your choice.
Huh?
Never mind.
I was realizing I wasn't articulating what I was saying very well, so I was saying got it, but it sounded to me like I was saying got it. Which is too impersonal.
Right.
Okay. And,
What's the, I think, I forgot who it was, said that he perceived God to be an infinite universe of tapioca pudding.
Yeah.
Jerry, where's Jerry? I may have ruined tapioca for Jerry forever. Okay. And for reasons that'll become clear in a little bit,
Hey, what are? Yeah.
well,
Did you even write
we-
it down?
we didn't really have a lot. But we might add something later.
True. Oh, yeah, we did talk about God as grounded being.
The beauty of this.
Yes.
Yeah.
If we can find our marker.
Got it.
Thank you. And then there's some pins on the thing there, but it'll stick for a little bit to the top. All right. Do you have any other?
There, yeah.
What was our first
See, if we had Harriet here, he could get that up there with a step ladder. Do we have any other wares?
Yeah,
Yeah, we got theirs. We got slides.
In the Eucharist, sharing the body and blood.
Dude, that frou-frou cream is so good.
Indeed. Eucharist, first bread and breakfast.
Nature. And as an example, the power of waves and the power of storms.
Nature's,
In
good
nature.
near nature's.
No, nature,
Thank you.
Oh, well,
the quote unquote natural world.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know where the S came from.
is in one witnessing the beauty of the children, or innocence of any kind, unless they're a child.
They were looking at me
In the love
You're
of a
so
pet.
sweet and innocent. Also in the love of
In the unconditional love in the unconditional love of a pet.
Is it really unconditional?
That's dog
On
to you.
their part.
Unless it's a cat.
Well, I guess,
You stop,
more or less.
stop feeding it, that's,
Well, they'll still love you, but
that
they'll just
fucker ain't gonna come around for very long.
And Jerry was explaining, in those places, in places where there's a lot of powerful holy energy,
Holy-
the Sedonas
Holy spots.
or
Holy sites.
holy sites and holy cities.
Yeah. And
There's
it's
the
not
power
something,
and presence is there.
the history is
Thin
the
spaces.
energy
Yeah.
you gotta find
Thin
it.
spaces.
Thin?
Thin spaces.
Thin spaces.
Yeah.
Yes,
So we got.
liminal spaces.
I always thought holy spots was what happened when you go to the community, you know, like,
That's what's
And that's why
started,
we now have.
that's what started the whole scandal where they tried cleaning it up. I'll get it.
And that's
so where?
what we got for the mayor.
Hangers on, around, anywhere.
We also found God in nature, but we also found God in very traditional places like temples and churches.
So when there's a second one, I'm just gonna,
You should look at the camera so that they'll understand better in the future.
Oops.
but not in mosque.
Yes, but us. We're talking, cut.
On a deathbed. In the hospital. I think that's.
Speaking of that,
Our where and our when overlap quite a bit.
that's
Mhm.
remind me to tell you a story.
Tell us a story.
Well, think about it. Where else?
Well, like I said, our where and our when cross over, so
Okay, well,
we'll
but,
talk
yeah,
more about when.
okay, so go to when next?
When?
Well, did
We
your
did.
group, what? Did your group do anything?
We did.
They're gonna interpret.
We're doing the exercise you told us to do. What were you doing?
This, I think, I didn't like it in the end. No, we do have an answer. We do have an answer,
That
but,
is screw in the pooch.
Yeah.
okay,
I
when?
thought you were just gonna present an interpretive dance.
Yes, well, that's later.
do that.
So I'll tell you the deathbed story we have there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, 17 minutes. So I'm trying out new homily material at weddings. So and I was wearing a robe at a wedding a couple weeks ago, and I started out by saying, I was gonna talk about communication. Did this dress make me look fat? Which, of course, and I said, men, we know there's only one answer to that, and I want you to give it to me loud and clear. And of course, no, comes out, right? So then I figured I had to give the ladies something. And I said, ladies, we know that there's a question that you hate to hear and for which there is only one answer to, or as well. And that question is, how was that for you? And they laughed a lot. That's what made me think deathbed made me think. So this guy comes up to me afterwards. I think he was either the usher or one of the readers. He's like, the young guy, did you mean what I think you meant? I mean, it doesn't bother me if you did. And I said, well, that's good, because that's exactly what I meant.
Well, Le petit mort.
That's right.
Right?
And I said, you know that there's only one answer to this question because nobody wants to pay for that much there. If you go, okay,
There's one. When one opens their mouth to talk and God speaks. They don't know what they're gonna say, but they're opening their mouth and talking and then God speaks. Through you. When God, I don't know.
What are your words? Oh my God. Divine utterance.
What the hell was that?
It's supposed to be time, I guess.
That's exactly what we said.
Sounds a little bit like this.
No? That's it, voice of God.
You did tongues. He's got the tongue. Look at that.
I know, she turned the camera off. but-
Vaseline on the lens now.
You got a smoker going.
Next,
Where?
what?
He's present when there is crisis. And suffering. And he's there when, not when people talk without judgment to one another. Discussions of no dispute. Or open communication. There's so many ways to do that.
Full transparency.
True.
Well, that's not necessarily, full transparency doesn't necessarily mean no judgment.
Well,
A lack of judgment.
I don't know. No, okay. Not my group.
Okay.
That's right. And there we go.
I'm sorry. That's it?
Let's see. Yep.
Okay.
In play, during periods of wonder,
Okay, you can put the panda pop away.
Hand up.
in unimaginable difficulties. Why did you have to use that? Unimaginable difficulties.
At least you didn't say inestimable.
Yeah.
I can't even, give me this one.
Okay.
I knew back in the budget.
What was he, oh,
Good?
you apparently didn't get it right because I found it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I missed one in healing.
That's good.
What's, you said after the fact? And that often the presence of God may be determined or assigned arbitrarily. When it suits our convenience.
Well, you see, that sounds to me like the next question, not the part of where God isn't. But
No, what we're saying is, if we like how things turned out, then God is there.
Or,
But we make that assessment.
or if you're an insurance company, an act of God, the building called in,
Right.
God was there.
God is there. Because, well, I'll get to more.
You know, it's kind of like the football players thanking God for making a big catch. You know, like if you blew a play, was God not present?
Both Notre Dame and Boston College can't be right. And when they play each other,
Good time off.
what was
Nothing
next?
like a touchdown.
Who, how, where, no, how, wow. Where, why, did we do it?
Why?
We did
How?
that.
No, we had a 6, so.
Who, how, why,
Ow, ow,
how,
ow, ow.
Do we have anything else to look for a while?
These are what was written down, always God, in our lives. Being open, loving, meditatively,
Sort of the how of experiencing God, because we're trying to frame these in terms
Yeah.
of experience. So how does one experience God?
through ritual, and not the skin of the cat.
what's wrong with that?
Well, making a good cup of tea would probably count.
Okay.
Well, the Japanese would say, yes.
Yeah.
The green, the set of the tea set.
Ritual. Tea.
A mystical approach. And you?
And we were sort of kind of all over the place, so I'm gonna make the assumption that this is what we meant by how. We were talking about the terms apophatic and cataphatic. And we're kind of saying that we find God both ways, both by learning and knowing and by going in the closet and shut the door and finding God through no thing.
Affirmation and negation.
Mm-hmm.
Laughing or asthma is there? I can do both.
At the same time.
Yes. It's easy.
Talented individual.
Alphabetic, cataphatic, learning, knowing, in the closet. I didn't write it down.
What was it?
Affirmation and negation.
The Three Stooges, Anakanapanasan?
I mean, everything that we wrote down had to do with being experiential and ineffable and
That's good.
not having the correct words.
Yeah, exactly.
That's okay. That's okay. That's a good thing. And I said. Arbitrary and unknowable. Now I'll say more about that.
Why?
That must be fast.
Yeah. Why? Why not?
It is our nature to do so.
Yeah, that's good. It is our nature.
Yes, yes.
It is right and meet so to do.
I was gonna say.
There you go.
Nature, so to do.
Mhm. And
I think that's the.
Why is God?
Somewhere.
experientially, us is
Why is,
to pull us out of the gutter and keep us from destruction.
Oh, my Lord. That's very bad.
You need a Baptist?
No, I'm an addict.
You're the high school class. In the elementary school, we get picked on, so.
Everybody else picking on me.
Okay, that's fine. And
Next,
Ezo?
next group.
Because.
Yeah, well, yeah, we didn't get to a line.
Okay.
Because. There you go.
Says who knows?
Who knows?
You guys do.
I'll tell you what, man.
Put cards out there.
Yeah, what the heck?
Yeah, whatever.
They had all the right answers.
We were measuring our stomachs.
And then we went.
As you might imagine,
Grab more food.
that takes quite a damn while.
We're all over there struggling and eating, and you guys are just.
We didn't have any food. That was our problem.
Sure you do, you got donuts and, oh wait,
We
we were
were-
all there.
We were in the chapel room, what?
Which one are we?
We're done.
Why are we doing this at this point?
Oh, food.
Okay, I'll invite you at this point.
All right.
Food. No?
There's a who.
Yeah.
Who?
We avoided
Important years? Hi,
Pete Townsend.
yeah. Yeah. An underground river of love in relationships. The underground river of love. In deep, deep, deep spiritual.
It's not like you should be reading devotional poetry.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is all getting pretty whispery.
Yeah.
That's what I'm supposed to.